Let's try this again. Hey guys, Fox here. So funny story. Very funny story. I recorded a whole video just like 25 minutes long. Well, it's 54 minutes, but I condensed it down to 25. So the audio wasn't being picked up from my mic. So I hope you guys can hear me this time. Anyway, we're on the Big Flats, Texas map, and I'll show you what all we got accomplished. The truck and trailer over there is to haul the food back from the store for the cows. So the cows currently have 26,089 liters of food. I have to go get them water. So that's what we're going to work on next. So if we tab over to the store, I bought this International 946 tractor and this water tanker, or Bowser as the people in the UK call it, for the sole purpose of getting the water and bringing it to the cows. So what I was trying to say earlier when my audio was off and I didn't know it, we're not doing this as a survival challenge or anything like that. We're doing this as a let's play, let's talk, let's have some fun, let's do this because, and I'll try to keep these short, I will. Right now, we've surpassed August, we're into September. I did do the sleep trigger after I put my house in place and gave the cows their food because I knew they would need it. So, that being said, let's go see what we can do about all this. So yeah, the Big Flats map is a huge map. I mean, it is a huge map. It's huge in the sense that when you play it and you do all the some of the bigger fields, like the two that's on my left and right now, they take hours to do. So you can do a lot of crops in this game. You can do I think soybeans. I know you can do oats. You can do sorghum. You can do wheat. You can do barley. I believe you can do barley. You can also do sugar beet. You can do corn. There's corn right there. You can do cotton, which is what they're growing off to my left right here. But we're going to stick with the stuff that we don't have to do a whole lot to. So, yeah. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring this back to the farm. And I'm going to have to buy a water source because, of course, we don't have one kind of nearby. And this is a dolly trailer, so it'll be very hard to dip it into the water and everything else, and I'll mess it up. If you want an example of, shout out to Daggerwin, because Daggerwin played a survival challenge several years ago, and I was watching some of it the other day, and in his video he was like struggling to get the dolly into the water because the dolly of course pivots in the front, so it's got the steer axles in the front of it and the rest of it just follows. So we're not going to do that with this. We're actually going to do this stuff the right way. So, of course, we're at 27 miles an hour. This tractor's not fast by any means. I'm trying to keep as straight as possible. This joystick is very sensitive. So anyway, we're gonna go do this. We're gonna feed. We're gonna go water the cows. They've got feed for right now. Oh wow! I just heard gunshots. I don't know if you guys picked that up or not, but my goodness, it's like pow, 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 pow. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Back to what we were doing. So we have 60 head of Holstein cattle They're dairy, the dairy cows, and I went on ahead and I got them at their 18-month mark so they can start producing milk after we get them the water and the feed. Um, Reason being, I want to get this started. I want to get everything done. Alright, so let me shut my tractor off for a minute and we'll go right over here and I'll show you what we're dealing with. Let me save my progress. Let me go ahead and save the progress so that way we don't have any problems there. So, whoops, didn't want to do that. Let's go up because we want to do everything in real time. Do we really want to do economic difficulty on hard? Let's do it on normal. We'll keep the traffic on for right now. We'll keep seasonal growth. I like to do 2 days for a month just in case we're doing a field and don't get it all done. We'll keep snow on. We'll turn crop destruction off. Periodic plowing. I'm gonna be crazy and say no. Dirt. No, we'll do the normal dirt. We'll turn automatic engine start off because I normally do that. And everything else needs to stay off. So, and of course high fuel usage. We'll go ahead and do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a tank, a set of gas tanks, diesel tanks, whatever, that you buy the fuel and it's in the tank and on your property. That way I don't have to go all the way to town every time I need fuel for my tractors or the trucks. Or I know everybody's going to say, "Oh, well that's cheating. You can't do that." Well, I'm not doing it to cheat, guys. Again, this is just a gameplay. This is just a let's talk and play. Let's, videos like this. This is not a let's survive. Now, what I was trying to explain before is I do have a friend that is a YouTuber. He's not a known YouTuber. He's one of my best friends. And he does gameplays already. So, he and I will be doing a collaboration together, and it probably will not be on the Big Flats map. It'll probably be on one of the other maps. So we'll let you know which one that is when that happens. We've been kind of experimenting with that map, and I won't say which one right now, but we've been experimenting with that map, and we have been trying to figure out what we're going to do with it and how we're going to do everything, and so he and I are doing a collaboration right now off camera so that way we can get used to doing everything and with each other and working together. But he's a follower, not a leader, so really I would be, if you see us play this and together and you hear me tell him, "Hey, can you go do this," or can you go do that, it's because he's waiting on me to tell him that. He's more of a follower. He's not he's not really a leader, and I'm not putting him down. I'm not making fun of him. I'm not doing it because he's one of my best. He's my best friend in the whole wide world. Okay. We went to school together. We have a lot of respect for each other. I don't want any negative comments whenever you hear him talk or we talk about things together. Now, in the future, we may also do a collaboration where we are doing separate farms, kind of like competitive, but I'm still warming him up to that idea because he's, like I say, he's more of a follower. He can do this stuff on his own, but he's not like that. So, but anyway, enough of that. I'm just ranting. I'm sorry. I'm just ranting. But anyway, everything is saved. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into construction mode. And we are going to go into containers. And we're going to get the big water tank right here. Well, it's not really big, but you know what I'm saying. We're going to set him off to the corner here. And we're going to go on ahead and we're going to get our water tanks. I mean, our petrol tanks, our fuel tanks. So I always go with these because one, they're cheap. They're $16,004 to place them, and I can place as many as I want, you know, and we'll have a good set amount of fuel. So we'll do 3. And I know, again, everybody's gonna say, "Oh, well, that's like cheating. Why are we even watching this?" Guys, we're watching it. If you're watching this, and let's have fun. Let's not put each other down. Okay? Let's not do that. Let's remember that we are all people. We're all human beings. We're gonna do the max for each one, which is $20,000 a piece. So yes, I'm spending $60,000 on fuel. But like I say, it's worth it. Alrighty. So now we have full fuel in every one of these. 15,000, 15,000. We have 45,000 liters of fuel. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and get in our tractor. And this might be the boring part. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's come over here to our water tank. Get close. There we go. Start refilling. So we're going to wait until that fills up all the way, and then we're going to go let the cows have their water. And I don't think we own that field that we're looking at right now. But I will buy that field eventually because that's a grass field, I think. In fact, let me just leave this thing running. What? Okay, something's going on. I thought I turned the automatic engine start. Oh, automatic engine starts on. That's why. Okay. So we'll save that. Alright, so we're at 10,000 liters. So we will go around the house. We'll go around my house right here. And we'll try to squeeze. Let's see if I can squeeze out of the yard here. Yep. I certainly can. So we'll go over here and we'll fill the cows' water. We'll probably end up getting more cows sometime today. Let me slow down a little bit so that way I can properly do things. Ah, there it is. So we'll just go ahead and get all that in there. I don't know how much this is going to take, but we'll probably have to go a couple of times. So how's everybody been? I know I haven't been on here in a while. I have not done any Let's Plays. I haven't done any anything at all on camera in a while. And that's purely because, well, for the last 2 or 3 months I've been out of a job, and I have been trying to collect myself and trying to get back to where I need to be. So I'm starting to get there right now, and so it's not anything, you know, anybody made me mad or whatever. Nobody did that. I have missed you guys. I've missed being on here. I've missed being able to talk with you, make videos. There for a little bit, I know I was doing fast-paced, you know, sped-up videos with music, but I think I'm gonna start doing more of this because every time I've tried with the share factory thing that my PS5 has, they copyright the music, so I just don't want to copyright music and stuff like that. I mean, I will try to do something later on. I know this is not the most ideal. So we're doing pretty good here. But we are doing all this in real time, real game time, so that way we don't miss a lot. And we're paying $1,000 at a time for water. So that's $2 grand right there that we've just spent on water alone. And that's not counting the 16 grand that we spent on the 6 big silage bales that we fed the cows earlier. But if we do everything right, these cows will produce milk. Sorry, I'm trying to get to my trigger. So we'll dump that. I'm not sure how long this is going to take, but I'm hoping to fill it all up. See, they're already eating it, so we're all good there. I don't have anything to do TMR right now, so we'll get there eventually. We'll get everything done eventually. So I'm going to fill this one more time and see where our water's at after that, and then we'll get the lawnmower off the trailer and we'll start mowing that grass. I may go ahead and sell that lawnmower and that trailer and go get one of the bigger mowers, so that way it doesn't take as long whenever we're doing the cutting. And then we'll do the baling, and we'll sell the bales, of course. So, you know, just bear with me on this. So, boy, this thing takes a while to fill. I know. This thing takes a while to fill. But we're getting there. It's at 90% now, so. Like I say, we're going to do this one more time this time, and then we're going to park the tractor and the trailer, and we're going to go check on everything else we need to check on. I may end up taking the truck and the trailer back before this episode ends to go get more silage bales for these cows. I'm only doing one pen right now of 60 cows, so that way if the milk starts coming, you know, starts popping up and all that, we don't have to sit there and work all the time to try to get it done. Oh. I may do another pen here soon, though. I was just curious because I know on some of the indoor pens that you can get, you actually can get it to where, let's see how many liters we got. 25. Oh, we have 30,000 liters of water in there. That's not bad. I wish it would tell me how much the fill limit is, but alright, we'll stay right there with that for now. So I said that we may go and get let's sell the mower. No, not that. Let's sell that little cart there. Alright, so let's jump back in the truck and go back to the store real quick. Put the ramps up. Now you can see right there, whoever has that field has fertilized it, and they're fixing to probably sow it. And because of how big that field is, that's why I don't want to take that on right now, because I don't have help. And it would be quite a feat to try to get that all sown and done. It would cost a bunch of money. So that's why I want to stick to grass at this moment and cows, because one, grass will grow back, and two, the cows we can always just feed and water and keep collecting the milk and do what we need to do. Oh, I forgot the forklift. Oh, I forgot the forklift. Well, I guess we're going to have fun with that. I guess we're going to have fun with that, because we're going to have to take it to the truck and put it on the truck, because we got to take it to the store with us to get the bales. Maybe one day I'll quit doing that. So I think for the rest of this episode, what we're going to do is we're just going to go and get the bales. We're going to get the correct mower that we're going to get, and then in the next episode we will harvest that field of grass, and we will bale it, and we will load it. So yeah, I'm sorry about this, guys, having to go at 14 miles an hour to take the forklift over to the trailer, because I was dumb enough not to put it on there before we left the yard. You live and you learn. It's all good. It's not a problem. Oh boy. It's not a big issue. It's something that we can correct. So, and you know, I want to apologize too, if this is boring, you know, if this is boring just doing all this in real time, but if we didn't do it in real time, I wouldn't be able to talk really. I may edit some stuff out. So. Alright, up the ramp we go. If I can quit doing that. All right. Oh, I wish I could turn that off, but I can't. A lot of people are okay with the Jake brake. I'm not a big fan of it, but, you know, it is what it is. Now let's see if I can pull out of here. I probably just knocked that stop sign down again. What else is new? Story of my life. Story of my life. So. Anyway. Alrighty. Back at Lone Star Tractor. Take the bales. Go ahead and get off of that. Oh. Of course, I would start it before I take the straps off. Let's get on down here. Alrighty. Alright, so let's go ahead and save our progress. Once again, let's save the progress. And then, let us go back up here. And we are looking for mowers. I told you, I'd figure it out in just a minute. Alrighty, mowers. Yep, there we go. It might be under grassland care, though. Eh, you know what? What does that go with? I don't know what that goes with. I bet that goes on the front of the tractor. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know. Ooh, that's a big one. Nice big John Deere. But we're not here for that. We're here for this right here. $105,000. And we want to raise it up a little bit. I don't know what the difference is. I guess I'll just get that. Yep, we're going to get that. And I think that'll be it. So we will buy that. We will buy this. So yeah, I don't know if it'll go on that trailer or not. I doubt it. But at least we got it for the bales. So this is one of my favorite swather mowers. And I'll tell you why. In case you don't know. Watch this. Bye-bye. That's why, right there. Because the wheels and the pull bar, the hitch bar, disappear. It might go up on there. Oh no, it won't. Well, I guess we're driving this back to the house. Alright, well, let me drive this back to the house. And I will edit this part out and I will get right back to you in just a minute. Yeah, I mean, there's a hitch on the back of that. I could probably hitch up the baler to it. And as I swath, I can bale too while I'm at it. But I don't know. That might not be good. Might kill two birds with one stone though. Who knows? I think after I park this, we'll call this an episode, and I'll go ahead and do that. The bales off camera to feed the cows, and we'll be good. I just turned the thing on so that while we were on the road, I'll turn the beacon back off now. But absolutely, you want to see the cab, this is the cab view. It's not much, I mean, it ain't much, but it works. It's just gauges and the steering wheel and all that, and the engagement levers for the swather. But it seems to be, and of course, you know, you're shifting gears down there. But it seems to be a pretty comfortable ride, so who cares? That's fine. As long as we get what we need to get done. I mean, let me ask you this. Would you rather me buy this field over here to the left and turn it into a grass field and bale all of it? Let me know in the comments, because I think that might work. I mean, I know it would work, but let me know what you think. Trying to dodge all these signs. Alright, we're back at the field. So, I'm probably going to edit the part out where I asked this, but this piece over here, this field that is owned by Isaac, do you think we ought to take that field and plant nothing but grass in it? Or what is your take on that? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'll go get the bales here in a little bit. Right now, I'm going to switch back to this view. And I'm going to go on ahead, and we're going to cut this field before this episode ends. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, well, I think we have time. So, oh. Alright, let's cut this field. And I know I'm going down the middle, but you'll see why in a little bit. I know some people do this and some people don't. Some people go, you know, straight in a line in a square. Some people go straight lines. Some people do it differently. But not me. I tend to do this a little bit differently than most people. It works. I get it done. So the good part, like I say, of this is the grass field does not need anything but tedding and windrowing. Well, it doesn't need windrowing because it's already windrowing itself whenever you're mowing it. It's putting it into a row, but it may have to be redone. I typically just bale the grass and, or may do a silage pit, who knows. I may get a forage wagon, get a silage pit, and that'd be that. But the one thing I like about this mower, it cuts in reverse. Some of them do, some of them don't. This one does. I mean, I could get that, you know, I have one other swather mower, and that's a case you can get, and it has the ability to either be switched to a case, a Challenger, or a Massey Ferguson. I could switch it to a Massey Ferguson if I wanted to, and buy that one. But I chose to buy this one because it's old. I like older equipment. I think older equipment is better. And yes, to answer everybody's question about that, we will be coming back to the straggling parts of the grass. Alright, well, I'm going to end this episode right here, guys. And we're going to cut the rest of this field, and in our next episode, we're going to bale this grass. So I hope you enjoyed. Please give it a like, a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah, give me your feedback, give me your comments, anything you'd like to say. Was it good? Was it bad? I'm still new to this whole YouTube thing, so I'm trying my best to make content that you guys will like. So, yeah, this is Fox. We'll see you later.